Hello, it's Mark. Welcome to Scotch Sunday. Thanks for stopping by and giving this a view. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Help me grow the channel. I don't get anything for it. I don't have a Patreon, nothing. I'm just giving you straight whiskey reviews. So, okay, today we have Ardbeg BizarreBQ. Now, this is another no age statement, limited run from Ardbeg that, seem to be very hit or miss, mostly miss, we'll say. There's been some good ones. I liked Ardbeg, and I was okay with Fermentation, but like Heavy Vapors I thought was not very good at all. Hardcore was not Hardcore. What was the other one I had? Hypernova was okay. Hardcore actually I think was okay. And there's just, they're hit or miss mostly, but I've already opened this one and I did like it. So this was done in collaboration with DJ Barbecue. I had to look this guy up. Never heard of him. Not slighting him or anything. I subscribe to a lot of barbecue channels. I'm very involved. I mean, I don't have just any old barbecue smoker there. That's my next project there, but so I do get a lot of information on barbecue influencers, Jeremy Loader, Mad Scientist, Chubbs, various others, but yeah, I'd never heard of this guy. Apparently he is in the UK, somewhere around Sussex maybe, although he has not posted a video I think in like 2 years, so he is an American, but I get the impression he lives over in the UK. I can't say for sure, but nonetheless, I had never heard of him. I had to watch a couple of his videos. And see, barbecue, that's the thing. Barbecue can mean a lot of things to different people. Can mean, some people think it means cooking a hamburger on a gas grill. That's, to a lot of us, barbecue means you're cooking with wood. And, and that varies, because Texas, we use a lot of mesquite, hickory, post oak. Other parts of the country, they use more fruit wood. We also use a lot of pecan here. So barbecue means a lot of different things. So, but yeah, in my mind, it's not cooking a hamburger on a gas grill. It is smoking meat low and slow. My briskets take minimum 9 hours. I've had them take as long as 14, depending on the size. Pork butts, they're good 10, 12 hours. So anyway, so enough on discussion of barbecue. So I guess that's why I had expectations for this, because I'm very into barbecue. I love barbecue. It is basically a passion. So I guess I've had pretty high standards for this. So needless to say, it is Ardbeg, which means the small promontory. It's an Islay single malt Scotch. They use barley sourced from maltings at Port Ellen. However, that comes to an end next year. Diageo has told them they're not going to give them any more barley from there, so they're going to have to find another source. But that's, you're thinking about the 10-year-old Ardbeg 10, so we're still 11, 12 years away from what we might find out is different. So they have 2 stills, 1 wash and 1 spirit. They originally, now they've added 2 new stills a couple years ago. They began distilling in 1815 is when they began commercial production, but distilling I think went on there as far back as 1798. It was halted in 81, but resumed in 89, but at a lower level. In 97, they were purchased by Glenmorangie, so Dr. Bill Lumsden, who's over Glenmorangie, is also over Ardbeg, and they're kind of owned by Louis Vuitton and Hennessy, and by that group. But Glenmorangie actually handles their bottling. So this is BizarreBQ. It's 50.9% ABV, natural color, no chill filtration. So even if they're cranking out stuff that's, just because no age statement stuff, at least they still do natural color and no chill filtration. This is what makes this one unique. It is done in 3 casks, or 3 types of casks. Double charred oak, probably ex-bourbon, Pedro Ximénez sherry casks, and they're unique barbecue casks, which I had to look it up, find out what it was, or what does that mean? Is it a barrel barbecue sauce? No, it's a extra charred, extra or recharred, an old-fashioned brazier, which is like, and I actually knew what it was. Don't ask me how, because I'll have to lie and tell you how I know what it is. But it's kind of like a bowl that is used usually for light, but cooking or light. Usually a bowl, but sometimes it's more like just a shape with can be open with, like, almost like if you took a barrel and only had like every other slat open, and so sometimes it's an open thing like that, but it's always kind of shaped like a bowl, a giant bowl. So, but sometimes it's solid iron, sometimes, you know, it's cast. You know, anyway, that's what it is. So, enough of that. Let's show you the bottle first. Of course, Ardbeg's always uses their green bottle, so I can't really show you the color in there. Here is this. And there's much else. There is a code on the back, but it really just takes you to the it just takes you to the website. It didn't give me any special information. So, okay, well, it says here, let me roll this again before I do anything else. It says here, Ardbeg BizarreBQ, the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, 50.9. Introducing Ardbeg BizarreBQ, our first ever barbecue-inspired whiskey with the help of bona fide God of the Grill, Christian Stevenson, aka DJ Barbecue. This mouthwatering malt was cooked up by master distiller Bill Lumsden. Ardbeg BizarreBQ has been matured in a combination of double charred oak casks, Pedro Ximénez sherry casks, and our unique barbecue casks. Together they ignite a feast of aromas in hickory smoked ham, grilled artichokes, flame steak, and cinnamon dusted espresso. So there we go. Let's see what we get here. I definitely get that smoke. I'm gonna go with a more rubber, like kind of that, you know, peaty rubber. Smoke, some charcoal. I'm getting a sweet vanilla, creamy vanilla. Obviously, so I really feel like those charred oak casks were definitely bourbon, ex-bourbon. Yeah, creamy vanilla, sooty char, creamy, sweet, very sweet smelling. I get a hint of leather. A very different leather, like almost a refined leather. But I get that rubber too, yeah. Charcoal, yeah. Okay. On to the palate. Charcoal, cinnamon, very sweet. smoky. Okay, the thing I'm not getting is that citrus I normally get. Not fruity at all. I'm not getting fruit. I'm not getting any fruit notes. And that leather has turned more to like a burnt tea. Yeah, a burnt tea, charcoal, soot. Does remind you of a barbecue. Yeah, I like it. Although I guess it doesn't really remind me of barbecue in the sense that it's not like beefy. It's more like a white meat, pork or chicken kind of feeling to it. So, all right, let's see if I can get anything else on the nose. More vanilla, more cream, more sweetness, yes. Smoke. Rubber, still there, not as much as it was. It's much sweeter now, a lot of vanilla. Cream. Charcoal. Not as sooty now, more charcoal. And believe me, when I clean that thing, I know what soot smells like. Cinnamon. I'm getting the cinnamon now. I wasn't getting it on the nose before. It is on the palate, but now I'm getting it on the nose. Okay, you know what? I'm getting a little bit of lemon. Not as much as I normally get with Ardbeg. Yeah. Rubber, charcoal. Oh, it did spill some. Yeah. Cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon. Smoky, sweet, spicy cinnamon. I get that soot and charcoal, and it finishes with this burnt tea. Really didn't change any. Okay, I was thinking about this before I started filming this video because, like I said, I did try this before, and I'm not sure if this isn't my favorite Ardbeg. You know, I don't like to kind of how they do stuff. I do like that they experiment a lot. Fermentation had open fermenters. The heavy vapors pulled out the what was it, the filter, something they pulled. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, actually, I can tell you what it was. The purifier. They pulled out the purifier. And then this is with a barbecue bar. So I like that they experiment a lot, and it's not just experimenting with casks. And some places just like to try new casks. They do real things to change up the fermentation. So fermentation, distillation. So I do like that about them. Again, a lot of their stuff, like heavy vapors, was extremely disappointing. But I think this is probably my favorite Ardbeg. Even probably more than the 19, although I like the 19 a lot. Okay, now I'm not a big peat head. I'll drink peat when I'm in the mood. I'm not a person who drinks peat a lot. I like peat in the winter. I live in the coast of Texas. Winter's like 3 weeks long, so I don't often drink peaty stuff. It's summer now, but it's summer all the time here. So I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. So that's what I'm going with. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.